Welcome to Fondue University, where we develop high-quality video lectures with a faculty that cares. We are Fondue.
Hey y'all, so this is my presentation on Thoth, the Birth of Thoth, or Thoth, by Brandon Brinkerhoff. That's me. So, yeah, Brandon Brinkerhoff. Nice to meet you. I was really hoping that would work. Not sure why that's not working. Boom. Bam. Synopsis, okay? So this here, the Birth of Thoth, is a story of love, loss, jealousy, murder, succession, competition, and lust that led to the birth of Thoth. Or Thoth. I'm probably going to switch back and forth. Contents. Table of contents for my presentation. Gods and lineage. We will talk about the main gods, origins, and birth lines. The births, post whatever, and birthrights. The main siblings, King of Egypt, and the succession orders. Murder and retribution, the inciting incident and its repercussions. And then we've got contest and succession. Let's toss some salad and watch a story unfold. Nice. All right. Ra gave birth to Nut and Geb. I mixed those up. Nut has 2 T's and Geb has 1 B. So that's interesting. I just now realized that. And then Nut and Geb gave birth to Isis, Osiris, Nephthys, and Set, respectively. Actually, no. Set was before Nephthys, and Osiris was the firstborn. Ra was the first king of Egypt, as he was the first thing, and he's like the sun, right? The king of Egypt was a title that gods wanted for some reason, because apparently kings are better than gods or some shit. After he gave up his throne, it became Geb's, again with 2 B's. So that happened twice. Geb gave birth, because it was Geb's birthright, as his oldest son. And then, as his eldest son, when Geb died, but not really, he left it to his eldest son, Osiris. Let's move on. Fuck. This will be interesting. Sweet Home Alabama. Isis and Osiris enjoyed some banjo music together. They were siblings and fucking. But at this point they had no kids. So we don't have to worry about that yet. Set and Nephthys, same thing. They weren't exactly the type to shy away from future mutations in their genetic line either. It probably has to do with the fact that their parents were siblings. Who knows? They also had no children at this point. So Set was talking to Osiris, right? This one's Set, and this one's Osiris. And he's like, hey, Osiris, why do you get to be, like, king of Egypt? And Osiris is like, because, my guy, I'm the oldest brother. I'm better than you. So Set killed him. He then cut up his body parts and scattered them across Egypt. So then, he became king. Because Osiris had no heirs. So Isis comes up to him. He's like, hey, Set. He's like, yeah. She's like, did you see, have you seen Osiris? And he's like, oh, well, I killed him. So she got pissed off, started T-posing on him, right? She's like, hey, listen, you can't be like fucking killing people and taking their thrones. And he's like, well, I don't care. You don't have an heir. So he said what everyone wanted to say just a couple years ago. He said, hey, Isis, go fuck yourself. Okay, so Isis naturally said, okay, I will. So she found Osiris's dick, right? Because he cut his body up into a bunch of pieces. So she found Osiris's dick, and then she impregnated herself with it.
As you would.
And from that came the birth of Horus. So in a way, they kind of say that he was like an immaculate birth. So in their religion, fucking yourself with a dildo, still a virgin. That's nice. So Horus is talking to his mom, who I imagine at this point is like dummy thick MILF body, right? So I made her a little fatter. So mom comes up to him like, hey, listen, you're officially the son of Osiris, the eldest son of the god, of the king of Egypt. So it's your throne, so you should go take it. And he's like, you know what? Maybe I will. I'm going to take it up with Grandpa, who's like dead but not dead. So Set and Horus talk to Geb. This is Geb with the bird on his head. And Geb's just like, well, Set's king right now because his brother died and he had no heirs. And then he's like, oh, wait, but you're the son, right? So that changes things. So they're going to do a competition. Well, naturally, in their competition, Set cheated because, I mean, he's not one to shy away from murder. He's not going to shy away from cheating, right?
Right.
So he cheats. They get caught. So instead of being like, oh, hey, Set, you won or you lost because you cheated, they're just like, oh, it was a tie. So Set's like, oh, birthright's going to go to whoever, whoever the oldest son of Osiris is. So he can't allow that. So he's like, I'm going to show domination. Okay, the best way to show that you're better than someone else is to inseminate them with your own sperm, right? So he's like, hey, nephew, you're looking pretty hot there. Perhaps you should come over here and talk to me. He's like, you know what? Horus was on to him. He's like, can have some fun here myself. So, hey, step uncle, things are looking pretty nice. So naturally, they did a couple of unspeakable things, right? and this whole time, Horus is well aware of the fact that Set's just trying to impregnate him with his sperm. You know, so they're going back and forth. They're doing their thing. But at the last second, Horus has a great idea, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to catch the sperm in his hand, and then he's just going to chuck it into the river. Okay, so he throws the sperm into the river. And then he thinks to himself, like, what can I do? What can I do to make sure that I get the throne and Set doesn't come up with another one of these plans? I know. Set's favorite meal is lettuce. For some reason, Set loves lettuce. Evil guy, vegan. Who'd have thunk? Anyways, so he's like, so what am I going to do? Damn it, my cursor moved. I'm going to, toss some salad. Right, so he puts his dressing all over the salad, so to speak. And then he's like, hey, Uncle Set, come eat some salad. And Set's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I love salad. So he eats some salad, unknowingly impregnating himself with the sperm of Horus. So then they go up to the council, which this time was Geb, Grandpa / daddy / uncle / great uncle. You know how it works, right?
Right.
Okay. Anyways, so he's like, hey, Horus has been impregnated with my sperm, and he's like, is this true, Horus? And Horus is like, well, we fucked. I'm like, no big deal, no big deal. So then he's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. Don't look at me. I don't have sperm inside me. He's like, just sing to the sperm, and the sperm will call out to you. So he starts singing out to the sperm, and he's like, I'm telling you, I impregnated Horus with my sperm. I'm better than him. I've dominated him. I'm his boss. I'm his uncle, daddy, if you will. Okay? And then he's like, oh, really? If that's so, then why am I hearing singing coming from you? This is when Set realizes, oh shit, I've been impregnated by Horus. And the crown goes to Horus. Okay? And then, from the impregnation of Set from Horus, both of them male, comes Thoth. So, so Set plus Horus equals Thoth. Thoth or Thoth. Moral of this story, don't take a salad from your nephew, I guess. Thank you.